Hey everybody, it's Jeremy Scott with the Gorilla's Kitchen. We are here live on location with Cale and with Jeff at OHSO Brewery and Distillery in Scottsdale. We're going to take you guys inside and we're going to show you how all the magic happens. Follow along with us. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Come on back.
We're going to have a great time today. We're going to take a little tour. We're going to take you guys through and show you where all the magic happens, and maybe we'll even pop in the kitchen and see if we can have a little trouble, a little bit of fun there. Look forward to showing this all to you guys here very soon. Follow us.
Let's go.
Hey guys, we are now in the back room. We're going to find out how all this wonderful stuff begins. Now we love vodka, of course. We love gin, we love rum. I never really think about how it's made, but today we're going to get an education. We're bringing you along with us. Gentlemen, tell us how it's done.
Okay. So at OHSO we don't we don't ferment. What we do is purchase already distilled spirits. So this comes in at 190 proof. That's 95%. It's the highest it can get. Yes, right.
High octane.
High octane, yeah. Two reasons. One, 190 proof. For vodka to be vodka, it needs to be odorless and tasteless. So once you get above like 160 proof, you start losing those flavors from fermentation and all that kind of stuff. The government mandates that it has to hit 190 so that it's odorless and tasteless. So from there, we just simply weigh out about 25 gallons, add filtered water to it, run it through a carbon filter to take off the edge, the bite, make it a little bit smoother, and then we bottle it.
Nice.
For other products that we distill, we use the same sugarcane vodka, neutral spirit, and add our botanicals to it. So for our gin, we add like juniper, lemon, orange, peel, what else? Cinnamon, coriander. And we let that steep in the vodka. We actually let the vodka act as like a solvent. So it kind of strips it of its essence, its being, and all that, the flavors.
So essentially, gin is flavored vodka, juniper being the main ingredient. So
Yes.
people who don't know the difference, they're exactly the same except for one has juniper flavor.
It has to have juniper in it.
Take hold.
Yeah. So that steeps for about 4 or 5 hours. And then we separate the solids and then add it to our stove where we can distill it.
So this is a starting point. So then we'll take you over to step 2.
Moving on along.
Okay, so distillation 101. Once we add our flavor alcohol in here, how the process of distillation works is that everything in this world has a boiling point. I don't know what you boil at. I boil at about 195. my girlfriend like 95. So.
She knows where that boiling point is.
But our boiling point for alcohol is 8.2 degrees Celsius, whatever the hell that means. It's more
French.
like it's French, yeah. It's 172.8 degrees. So it has a lower boiling point than water. Water boiling at 212. So this is an electric element heater. So it's just a giant water heater basically. But that heats the alcohol up, and once it gets to that temperature, it turns into a vapor. Alcohol starts to boil. So that vapor moves up into the helmet here. And because at the beginning of the day this metal is cold to touch, it refluxes, meaning it turns back into a liquid form. So it just kind of like falls down to the pot here. This will happen continuously until this metal heats up. So we're starting off at about a 35% alcohol here, and then it refluxes and separates from water, oils, things, becomes pure alcohol, and basically becomes higher ABV, so 35% to like 80%. Once this metal heats up, the vapor now can pass into the thump keg. Basically, the thumper is a second distillation. This pipe moves all the way down to the bottom here, where the vapor can come in. Again, cold metal, so it turns back into a liquid. Eventually that liquid will rise above that hole, where now the vapor coming in is hot, and that's what's causing it to boil. So there's no heating source other than hot vapor. Once that reboils again, more purity, higher ABV, more reflux. Again, vapor will now move through our condenser here, where we have a series of tubes in here that the vapor passes through. Kind of looks something like that, because this is called a Gatling gun condenser. If I were to chop this in half and point it at you, it would look like a Gatling gun.
Nice.
So we have propylene glycol coming in here as our heat exchanger. So it's jacketing those tubes and cooling the vapor down to turn it back into a liquid form.
So one single batch, how much volume does it usually result in?
We will yield about anywhere from 9 to 11 gallons, depending on what we make. Right now we're making our horseradish vodka, as well as our rosemary. The horseradish tends to run into the tails a little bit longer than, say, our citrusy vodka, so it takes a little bit longer process. So we'll get a bigger yield. But we always run both stills at the same time.
Secondary process going here.
Exactly. So most of the time we'll be running the same flavor, because then the next day we'll batch those two together to get consistency.
Got it.
And then it's high proof alcohol, so we'll yield around 18 to 20 gallons, and then add about 30 to 40 gallons of water to take it down to proof, which will yield us around 42 cases.
Wow. So it's enough to get us through at least one episode, guys. Typically. Hey, guess what? We're also going to talk about bottling, because, that's where we like to get it from. I mean, this would be my preferred method, but, to be a little civilized, we're going to get it from the bottle. Let's find out how it gets in there.
All right, so once distillation has taken place, we, like I mentioned before, we blend both the batches together into our tank right here, and this is our spirit safe number 1. So for instance, this is our jalapeno vodka. It looks like we've added about 86 kilograms of water, so 87 liters out of 96 total. We then, because capsaicin doesn't come through in the distillation process because it has a higher boiling point, we don't get a lot of spiciness from the jalapeno. What we get is flavor. We like that. We want a lot of flavor and just a hint of spiciness. So what we do is take a little like tea bag almost, and add dry jalapeno flakes to it. Stick it in here, let it steep for half an hour. And we do it to taste. Once that reaches the spiciness that we like, we'll pull that out, add the rest of our water to it, stir it up really good, and then hook our hose here up to our bottling unit right here. Anyways, that will fill up, and then from there we can, Cale can show you, we add our bottle to the bottler, and then it will fill the bottle. It automatically shuts off because of gravity and air and all that stuff. And then from there we just rock and roll. We add our cork, our cellophane to it, dump it on there, and then put it, package it, and put it in the back room.
Beautiful. And I gotta tell you, the jalapeno vodka is amazing. For our Bloody Mary fans out there, it's really fantastic. There's also a great drink that you guys may have seen on one of our previous episodes. It's called Cue the Lime. Actually has the jalapeno vodka in it as well. Just a little hint of spice. He's right. I didn't know how long it took to get to that process, but you guys go through and you taste the flavors along the way.
Absolutely.
But yeah, just got a little bit of a remnant of heat, and it's really nice, but it's not overwhelming at all. So check it out, guys.
So after the pump is on, this fills up with whatever product we have, just fills, and each one of these are set, regulated to fill the bottle. So what we'll do is we'll just take one of these bottles, just put them up. We can do 4 at a time. It'll fill the bottle. It'll shut off once it gets to a point. This will all be cleared off. We, move it next, put a cap on it. We have a heat gun, we'll put cellophane on it, wrap it, box it, tape it, and we're off to ship. So it's a handmade job, every single one of these bottles. So it's definitely a lot of love in each one. So
absolutely,
yeah.
It's made with love, and you can taste it difference.
Yeah.
Guys, there's not automation in this process. There's a little bit, of course, but it's really made the hands of a craftsman and a really tremendous crew. Some very, very dedicated and skillful individuals behind everything that is made here. And we're bringing this product straight to you guys, showing you how it's all done, including it in our craft cocktails. But make sure you go to ohsobrewery.com, check it all out. Their products are available at what local retailers currently?
Total Wine currently just got approval for AJ's, so local AJ's, and then a couple of them are going to start being in some Safeways, Albertson. So it's trickling out, which is nice. So we're at the Gilbert Farmers Market every Saturday. You can buy bottles here at the Franklin Wright location. We even do tours if you want to do this on a more personal level. It's a great holiday gift idea. Jeff will either do it or our other distiller will do it, so it's very knowledgeable. So come at him with your hardest questions, of course.
Not too hard.
Not too hard.
So looking forward to the brand expanding nationally. It's a beautiful thing. We love these guys, and we love their support for the show. And I just want to ask, when I initially approached you, I said, Cale, I got this crazy idea, this cooking show. We'd love to have you as a part of it. Why'd you say yes? What was it about it that decided you to get involved?
Honestly, it just, people trying to do their own thing, and that's what we did. We tried to do our own thing. We're not master distillers or anything. We just said, hey, let's do it, and we put a lot of effort into it. If you care about it, it shows. So, you were very passionate about, I want to do this. You're showing me what you're going to make. Everything you said sounded great, and I was like, I can get behind that because I know what that's like. We started, 6 years ago? 5-6 years ago, distilling, and started out with just plain booze, and then we started adding flavors, and we medal. We send them across to certain spirit competitions around the world, and we bring back medals. So it's obviously good on a global level. So yeah.
Beautiful. And as you guys are watching this video, I hope many of you will, please click subscribe, follow along with us at the Gorilla's Kitchen. Every week we've got great, fantastic episodes that are coming your way. But secondly, if you have any questions for these guys, submit them in the comments, guys. Engage with them. They're fantastic people, they're a great organization, and we look forward to growing along with them. So thanks for hanging with us in the Gorilla's Kitchen.
Get a little bit of flavor.
You know I can't drink this whole thing, right?
I know. We'll get it to the staff.
I mean this, yes, but this whole thing is going to take me at least a day.
So what is that, Jeff?
This is our rum. It's been hanging out for about 2 years now. It's been in a Buffalo Trace bourbon barrel that was turned into a stout barrel by our brewery. Then we put our rum into it. Like I said, it's about 2 years old. We'll let it go for another 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
I don't know, it tastes really good right now, but it will only get better with age.
There's a great thing about this episode airing around Christmas, because I feel like Christmas just arrived.